Hello, 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 and welcome again to this call, the May Cat Collective Summit. And as always, I have asked the cats what to share with you this month. Actually, this was supposed to be last month's summit, and I had a little accident, so I had to cancel the call on short notice. And for all of those, I had an overwhelming number of people reaching out, wishing me well, wishing me all the best, sending me healing. Thank you so much. It was so touching to get so many personal emails and messages. So thank you so much. I have recovered from the little accident. I had a bruised rib cage. I was in pain for about 4 weeks almost, but I'm doing well now. So thank you so much also for your patience, for your understanding that I had to cancel the summit. So the content that came through last month, I'm actually going to go through it now today because it's as topical as ever. Okay, so let's get started. We are going to talk about what cats want to teach us most. We're going to talk about how cats help us with our unresolved life topics. We're going to talk about how cats are our guides and barometers in these challenging times that we live in. And for those who are here for the first time or to see this replay for the first time, who am I? I'm a cat whisperer, cat expert, an author, a healer, an intuitive, a starseed, and I help people with spiritual awakening and ascension. And well, basically, I help people awaken to their true selves, always with the help of their cats. So I work with both cats and humans. And I'm distracted again because my kitten here is touching my hand. All right. So as always, I want to make a point that everything that I share, everything that I teach, does not come from textbooks, does not come from, scientific biological research on cats. Everything I do is based on conversations with cats. I'm an animal communicator. And I talk on a soul level, so I go really deep with the cats. And everything that I teach and share comes directly from the cats in thousands of personal conversations I have with cats, but also mainly what I bring into these calls, specifically the Cat Collective Summits. I channel the Cat Collective and they speak as one voice and they answer all the questions that I or my community has about cats in general. So to start this call, or the topic of this call is really how our cats are being our guides. And before we get started, I just want to bring attention to my starter book, as I call it, Your Cat is Your Guide. I wrote this book. This was my first official book that I put out on the market. It's kind of what I call my starter book. I tell my personal story of awakening and how I became a cat whisperer. I wrote it 3 years ago, and I kind of wanted to check in today if these teachings from the cats, because the cats or my experience, my work with the cats inspired me to write this book. And I wanted to know if anything has changed in these 3 years. I talk about cats being wisdom teachers. I talk about cats being mirrors in this book. And I talk about your cat being your barometer, your mood barometer, and your guide in all spiritual matters. So, and it came about because I used to work one-on-one with cats and with people, and I kept getting the same messages. I kept getting the same spiritual messages. I kept getting the same things that that cats wanted me to pass on to their humans. So after a while, I just said I have to put these teachings in a book because I always say the same thing. So I have to, make group calls. I have to put it in a book just to bring the cat's messages to a larger amount of people, to a larger group of people. So I put everything in the book that the cats were sharing with me. It's basically their 7 steps, their guidance system for our human spiritual awakening. And I called it the first self-help book for humans that's commissioned by the cats. So I go into more detail, how you can understand your cat's behavior, your cat wants you to find your purpose. I have exercises in there to find your purpose. So just before we get started, just real quick, you can get it still on Amazon. I have my second book coming out in the summer, so I kind of have a flash sale on this book. I wanted to bring this to your attention if you don't have the book yet. You can download it directly from my website, Feline Soul Academy. I have it as a direct PDF download for $5.55, but you can also get it as a real book form here as an actual book on Amazon. I think it's $12 or something like that, or 12 euros if you're in Europe. But you can also have the flash sale on my website for $5.55. And this is my starter book. So I talk about my personal story of how I became a cat whisperer, of my spiritual awakening. But I also, of course, it's the teachings of the cats for your spiritual awakening, the 7 steps to awaken to, to your true self, really. And as I said, this is my starter book, and the next one will be more advanced. It comes out in the summer. It's already well on its way. That's going to be more advanced. So if you want to start, start basic, this book, and the next one will be very advanced and wholly, completely channeled by the Cat Collective. All right, so let's get going. As I said, I want to know, is there anything new, or are the teachings still the same? Is there anything to add on to it? And this is what the cats said for the call. I asked them about, will they participate in the call, and this is what they said. They said, we the cats are very pleased and honored to be part of another cat summit. We do like the opportunity to speak out to a large number of people, and we're very honored that humans are taking such great interest in learning about us cats from a higher perspective. They said, as we've established in prior calls and our many interactions with you, we want to once again confirm that cats are so much more than fluffy animals. We are happy to be of service to our humans and to get you, into the higher frequencies of love and joy. So that was their lead-in message to this call. And if you're new to this work, I know many of you have been with me for a while now, part of my community, part of what I share. But if you're new to this, how do cats know all these higher things? As I always explain, cats are very much connected with the divine, with nature. They are directly connected to the universal cloud, kind of see the universal knowledge, all the secrets, all the knowledge of the universe. If you see it like a cloud and a computer cloud, where anybody can just have a password and tap in and then download information from the cloud of universal knowledge. The cats are always telling me they are naturally dipped in. They are naturally connected. They call it the sea of consciousness. That's the words from the cats. And that is how they can pull information and channel information. And they speak as one voice to me when I channel them. Like any other channeler, people channel the Pleiadians, or they channel, I don't know, Jeshua, or they channel, councils of light or something. I channel mainly the Cat Collective, the cats of this planet Earth. But they have higher knowledge coming in because they're dipped into that cloud of consciousness and universal wisdom, really, universal knowledge. And that is how they know so much about universal wisdom. And that is how cats know. Your cat knows so much about you and your path and your soul path and what you're supposed to do, and about your life, what you're supposed to do in life, and about life itself, because they draw directly. They're in contact with your higher guidance. They're in contact with your spirit guides, and they are directly plugged into that sea of consciousness, where they give you information about yourself, about life, and everything. Okay. So that, again, information if you're new to this work. But let's get started. Before we get started, I would like to, for everyone to maybe just take a moment, just close your eyes and put your feet on the ground, just to get in the mood and to also get you kind of connected to the Cat Collective. They are already on the call. So if you just want to close your eyes and just take 2 or 3 deep breaths into the earth. Breathe into the earth, connect to Mother Earth. Up into the sky. Connect to divine, God, source, love, the higher power of your understanding. And connect to your heart space, to your soul self, You can put a hand on your heart. I just want to get everybody in the mood. And now you connect to your higher guidance, to your spirit guides. You can call in your cat or cats. Keep your eyes closed and kind of just imagine calling your cats, say their names, bring them in. I'm calling in Leon and Sheila, my brother-sister pair. I'm calling in Tom, the little one. He's already very much present. Okay, now I'm calling in the cat collective, all the collective consciousness of cats on this planet Earth here. And you might feel them coming in, very feline energy, like hundreds of cats coming into your room all of a sudden and sitting down around you. Okay. And then when you feel all that, you can open your eyes again and maybe you want to pop it in the chat. If you can feel the energies coming in. Just type, you can feel it. Yes. Mian says, looking forward to your new book. Thank you, Miriam. I'm looking forward to it too. Okay. So I'm taking it you're all in the mood now. All right, let's get going. So let's share what the cats, the answers that the cats gave me. My first question was, cats as wisdom teachers. At this point in time, what do they most want to teach us? Mind you, it's 3 years after the book, and it's very similar to what I write in the book, but I just want to get a fresh perspective. What do they most want to teach us right now? It's May 2024. What do the cats mainly want to teach us? So this is what they said, and these are direct quotes now. They said, we are indeed in your lives to be of service and to show you the way when you are too inundated in your human stuff to see or feel your path clearly. They said, when our human is overwhelmed with the chores and challenges of daily life, then it's our cat job to keep you sane, to keep you whole, to keep you focused on what's really important in life, you. I thought that was so beautiful. They said it's our cat's job to keep you sane and to keep you whole. I love that. I love those words. They said, what do we most want to teach you right now? Easy. To just be yourself and to be in the here and now. So these are the two main messages. They are teaching us to be ourselves and to be in the here and now. So they elaborated how they do that, about the here and now. They said, we're teaching you to be in the moment. Just as we cats are easily in the moment, so can you. Yes, we do understand that your life is more complex than ours. We are much more complex, and they know that. They say, we understand you have a job to go to and other people to care about. But we also know that life does not need to be unnecessarily difficult. And they know that we humans, we make life more difficult than needs to be, right? And for them, it's just so simple and easy. Don't make your life too difficult. They say, oh, the overwhelm we see in our humans. Many of you strive to be better than they need to be perfect in everything they do, to be overly protective and caring and worrying for other people, when really you mostly need to care about yourself and those in your immediate family. And that is so true, right? We always worry about everything and everyone. And so many people we don't need to worry about because they are not our charges. It's not our job to worry about others. We need to take care of ourselves and our immediate family and our cats and our kids and our spouses and maybe moms and dads, but that's about it, right? So for them, it's really simple. They say, care about yourself. And then this was really cute. They said, we want you to remind you to look after yourself as though you were your cat. Yes, it might seem like a funny comparison, but really think about all the love and care you give to your cats. That we are happy, that we live the most comfortable life, that we have the best food and the best health care and the greatest toys and the happiest and most joyful days. And then look at your own life. Do you give that same love and care to yourself? You, the human. Do you get your sleep in the way you should? Do you eat the finest healthy foods? Do you get your rest and your playtime and your fun times? And that just made me say, they are so right. I mean, we always want our cats to be happy, right? And we always want them to have the best days ever. And then we struggle with our own days sometimes. And yeah, I'm not immune to that. I mean, I'm still on my path. Everybody's on their path. And I follow the cat's teachings as much as I can, but yes, there's days when I worry too much about other things, and really this brings you back into perspective, right? They say, do you care for yourself the same way you care for our buddy cats? Do you get in your rest and your playtime and your fun times? So for me, this little kitten here brings the playtime and the fun time back in. Whatever it is for you, the playtime and the fun time, your cat wants you to find it. All right, so let's move on. They continue to say, just like we cats, we want you humans to enjoy being in your human body. Live, laugh, move, dance, sing, be your full human self while still being a wonderful, highly evolved soul in the higher realms. Enjoy the moment and life to the fullest. Just like we see cats, right? A cat enjoys being in the moment. A cat enjoys to being, okay, now you just the microphone. All right, kitten, whacking the microphone. Yeah, so they just want to remind us that cats love to be in their body. Cats love to be spiritual companions and spiritual guides, but they make this wonderful bridge between being in a spiritual realm, but also being in their body and enjoying their body. And if you've ever seen a cat, running through the grass or running across your place, right, and playing and just enjoying and just having fun and touching everything with their paws, right, and with their whiskers, they love to be alive. They love to be in the body. And that is what they want to teach us, to enjoy being our human selves, to enjoy being in a body while we're also spiritually connected, right? So that's what they want us to know. And they said, we cats will let you know. We'll jump on your lap or sit next to you and purr for you, to bring you into the moment, out of your head and into your heart, to just be and not worry or stress out over tomorrow or yesterday or things that might never come about. Be in the now. Watch your cat, how she spends the day, and then you'll know what we mean. Okay. I'll just take a moment to let that resonate. And that's what cats are here to teach us. Be in the now, be in the moment, be ourselves, be in our bodies, have fun, enjoy. They understand that life is not always roses in the, and in the world or in the human world, but they want to remind us. They will bring us back into the now. They will jump on the lap, and each one of you probably knows this. When you're worried or stressed out, your cat hopefully or might bring you back in the now. They will either scratch and bite you to bring you back into the into the here and now, or they will purr for you. They will sit in your lap. They will do everything and anything to bring you back into the here and now, out of your head, worry, stress, right? All about this is what I have to think about tomorrow, yesterday. No, they want you to be here in the heart. Okay. So I hope that resonates. I know it resonates actually. All right. So that was about what they most want to teach us. Be ourselves, be in the here and now, be happy, enjoy our lives, and care for ourselves as much as we care for them. And I think that's a beautiful message. Okay, so question number 2 was cats as mirrors. How do they mirror and help us with our unresolved life topics? And this is something that I talk about at length in my other materials in the book, but it's just more important than ever. So I asked them again, how do you help us with our unresolved life topics? And this is what they said, and I thought it was so funny. They said mini-me. Their words, not mine. I never actually used the word mini-me until now, but I will start to use it because the Cat Collective actually channeled this word from me. It's so funny. They are aware of pop culture. Cats have humor. Cats are aware of our pop culture and words like that. And they love it when they make comparisons like that, when they pull a word from the human realm and they use it. So they said, and this is a quote, many cats come to you as your mirrors or your mini-me's. If you don't know the movie Austin Powers Mini-Me, I just thought it was so cute. They used that word. So they said, many cats come to you as your mini-me's. They reflect your unresolved life topics back at you, and they reflect your moods, emotions, and whatever is going on with you. When your cat is restless, look at yourself. When your cat is aggressive with other cats, then look at how you might snap at people or harbor anger towards the world. When your cat spends his day hiding under the bed, then this is you not wanting to show yourself to the world. So they're just giving you comparisons, whatever's going on with you, with them, look within. Where is that a mirror of yourself, right? They said much of what we do is intentional, wanting to remind you of your own behavior and the stuff you're still carrying from past lifetimes, imprints, programming from past lifetimes, wounds from past lifetimes, or from your parents and upbringing, or how society and your life experiences have shaped you. So many of them actually are intentional when they mirror our own behavior back at us, or our own moods or emotions. They do it intentionally because they want to draw the attention to us. They hold the mirror in front of us intentionally, so we recognize ourselves in their behavior. And they say, oh my God, that's me. I'm the one who's restless. I'm the one who's angry at the world. I'm the one who's lashing out. I'm the one who's hiding, right? So many of them do it intentionally. And those are usually the teachers. And also our supporters. Sometimes they intentionally reflect our emotions back to us so that we can catch ourselves in the act. And then they're saying other cats are not doing it intentionally, but the universe has sent you a cat that is a really good reflection of you, having experienced similar trauma as you, such as abandoned early in life or not being adopted like the other siblings, et cetera, et cetera. And that gives them an imprint and programming of they're not good enough, they're not pretty enough, they didn't get adopted, all the others got adopted, they're not pretty enough, they're not good enough, they're not important. Other kittens have this imprint of, being abandoned, having to fight for everything, not being trustful towards people, towards life, and so on. So basically, in this version of a mirror cat, and these are the ones that are called the mirrors usually. Some are also teachers, but a lot of these cats are mirrors. What happens is the universe senses a cat that is a mini-me of us, that is a version of us, a reflection of us. They went through similar trauma. They have the same imprints as we humans. I'm not good enough. I have to work for everything. I can't trust anyone, that kind of stuff. They went through similar trauma. And the universe basically places these cats with us. So again, we can recognize ourselves in the cat, and then we can grow together, because when we realize that this is our issue, this is a topic, then we can grow together. We can learn to trust together with the cat. We can learn to trust more. We can learn that we're good enough, that we're great, that we don't have to perform to be good, to be loved, right? That we're just being loved by others. So these mirror cats are just super important, and they were really sent to us so we can overcome our issues. Does that make sense? All right. And then they are concluding this chapter by saying, you see the themes of your own life coming up here, and that's why the universe sent you a cat in mini-me form. So you can see and realize the similarities, and then we and you can work together to overcome our imprints and scars, and together we can go into a better, brighter, and happier future. At this point, I asked, is there anything else to say? And they just said that we always come into your lives at the right time, and the right cat will be there when you need him or her. In case of this little one here, for those who came in late, I just adopted a little kitten. I have two beautiful, wonderful cats, Leon and Sheila. They are my joy bringer and my mirror. So they are very important to me. They're also my starseed cats. But I used to have a supporter cat and a soulmate cat, and this little kitten had to come to my life to kind of fill that void. And he came at the perfect timing now. He's a healer cat. He's a lover cat. So he's the one who is probably going to be around me all the time, and that's kind of what I needed. So the cats always come into our lives at the right time. The right cat will be there when you need him or her. That's how they concluded the chapter. And then, oh yeah, and I asked, because as I said, it just, has anything changed in the last 3 years about the issues that we are going through, right? About the issues that we humans are going through. Has anything changed? Are things escalating? And this is what the Cat Collective said. They said humanity is stepping up their efforts in releasing traumas. You see it bubbling at the surface as riots, wars, gender wars, diversity issues being pushed to the breaking point. And that's what we're seeing right now on a global scale, right? And mind you, this is the Cat Collective now pulling the information from the universal cloud. That's how they know about these things. But we are all kind of feeling that things are escalating, right? And things are getting to a breaking point. And that's what the cat collectors channeled for me. They said there is more fervor in all these issues than, say, 3 years ago. But, and that's a but, the good but, the more emotional clearing you do, they say, on a personal level, the more it gets cleared for humanity. And this is something that I've channeled a lot, or that's what I get a lot from my higher guidance now, that these issues, everything that we're going through right now on a global scale, things seem to be escalating, things seem to get worse. Sometimes, things have to get worse before they get better, they say. But it's just the clearing that's going on. We are clearing everything now that has accumulated in, hundreds and thousands of years of humanity. We are clearing these issues. And the more we clear it for ourselves, we clear it for humanity. So you don't need to save humanity if you feel you're clearing things or you have issues and core wounds and stuff. Know that you don't have to do it for everyone. You don't have to do it for humanity. Do it for yourself. And as you're clearing it for yourself, you're clearing, because we're all connected. The humans are all connected in this field of humanity on this planet. And if we're clearing it from our own field, as in overcoming, clearing, cleansing, healing these issues, we are clearing, healing it for all of humanity. So the more you clear, the more it leaves the human space, the human field. Does that make sense? So it's your job is to look out for you. Your job is to clear it for you. I mean, if you're a healer or a coach or somebody, a way shower, a light worker, then yes, by all means, carry out your mission. Do your job as a healer, way shower, light worker. Do it for other people as well. But if you're not, know that if you're clearing it for yourself, you are clearing it for everyone. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Okay. And then they closed this chapter by saying you might see more fighting or more old wounds bubbling up on the global scale now, right? More fighting, more everything, more restlessness. But it's a good thing and means the clearing is done at a higher intensity. You'll see these issues wind down and eventually leave the human field for good. This is still in the future, but the foreseeable future. So this was higher guidance that came through the cats now. And always, whenever I channel a cat collective, I always channel my higher guidance, the Lyrans, my Lyran star family, my higher self, but also just the higher, councils of light, whoever is in my higher guidance. And they are giving me these messages and they say, everything's good. We are going, they actually said we're about 80% there of where we want to be, peace and love for humanity and everything. They kind of say we're about 80% there. So that's a good news. And this Shanley said it's still in the future, but in the foreseeable future. So that's very good. Let me just check the Q&A, check the chat. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. The more I come from the love, the more I enjoy the beauty of life. Thank you, guys. All right. Okay, so let's move on. Question number 3. Our cats as barometers and guides. How are they guiding us through these challenging times? We just talked about the challenging times, right? So how exactly, what do they want to share about how they guide us during these times? So again, they said, be more like your cat. They said, we cats are always here to show you the way. How? By being in the moment, by being next to you, by purring for you, by showing you how to be you. Stand in your power like a cat. Don't always take no for an answer like a cat, right? That's why we love cats, right? They don't take no for an answer. They will push the boundaries. Don't bend your personality to please someone like a cat, right? That's why we cat lovers love cats. They will not try to please you like a dog. They will not try to bend themselves out of shape and not be them anymore. They are masters in being themselves. They always say we cats are masters in being ourselves, and it's just so true, right? If you're a cat lover, you love your cat because they are so themselves. They're not going to bend you to please. Yes, they will please you in certain ways, but they will not bend their personality. They will be themselves no matter what. They will stand in their power no matter what. And they say, basically they are teaching us that. They're showing us to be ourselves. They say, stand in your power like your cat. Don't bend your personality like a cat to please someone. Just be yourself like a cat. Okay? I hope this resonates with you guys. I know it does. They went on to say, just watch your cat, how she goes about her day, how she is in the flow, how she will eat when she's hungry and sleep when she's tired. Yes, she'll adapt to your human schedule, but there is still an air of effortlessness around your cat's demeanor and how she goes about her day. And isn't it true? And the cats always want to kind of teach us that. They understand we have schedules, they understand we have a lot of rules, and we have these time schedules and stuff, but they always encourage us to, at least in the spare time, the time that we have control over, to be more in the flow, like a cat, right? So just watch your cat and how she goes about their day, and let there be inspiration to at least be more in the flow when you are that time portion of your day that you are in control of. All right. So they also said so the question was still, how do they guide us as our spiritual guides, as our barometers? How do they guide us through these challenging times? They say, so when you're stressed out or overwhelmed, look at your cat. Go to your cat. Hold your cat in your arms. Hear our purring. Feel our soft fur. Look into our deep, loving eyes. And recruit us to help you with what we are in your lives for. And now they're talking about the 10 cat archetypes. They're talking about their purpose. So again, they bring us in the moment. They say just hold them, hear them, talk to them, spend time with them. That's how we come back in the moment and into our heart. And then they are talking now about their tasks, their purposes. They said, find out your cat's task with you. If you're not familiar yet, if you're new, the 10 cat archetypes, it's a little ebook I have on my website, sylviesterling.com. You can download it there, and it talks about your cat's purpose with you. And I share the 10 cat archetypes. So they say, find out your cat's task with you, then recruit us. If you have a healer or energy worker cat, some of the archetypes, then ask us to work our magic to change the energies around you and your home. If you have a supporter or protector cat, then ask him to help you carry some of these emotional charges that you have. So recruit your cat for help. They really want us. Yes, and some people think there are these little cats, these little animals. I don't want to overburden them with my stuff. No, just know they're already carrying your stuff. They're already in your life. They know your stuff. They're familiar with it. They are co-carrying it with you. So yes, you can burden them with it. Yes, you can ask them for help. That is what they're in your life for. If you don't have the 10 cat archetypes yet, please, please, please download the booklet. It's free. Find out what your cat's task is and then recruit them. That is what they're there for you for. So they're healers, they're energy workers. Ask them to work their magic. They're supporters or protectors. Ask them to help and support you, with your emotional stuff. They can help. If you have a support or protector cat, they can handle your emotional stuff. That's what they're there for. So they went on to say, if you have a mirror or teacher cat, look at your behavior and then look at yourself. Are we at ease or are we restless? Well, we just talked about earlier, right? Are we pacing the house or chewing on stuff? Look at yourself. What's going on with you? Are we fighting with our fellow cats? Look at yourself. Are we tearing up furniture, meowing endlessly? Then look into yourself and find yourself in our behavior. Maybe not meowing, maybe not tearing up furniture, but maybe you're going, you're just really, really anxious, and you just, you know, have anxious behavior, or meowing as in, I don't know, are we complaining? Some people, they just talk about, all the stuff that they don't want or they don't like, basically that kind of complain. And that might be a cat meowing, mirroring you, that you are kind of fuzzing. Let's not call it complaining. Are you fuzzing about life? Are you fuzzing with stuff? Are you fuzzing with yourself? Are you fuzzing with how things are going in your life? That might be a cat meowing endlessly. That might mirror you. Okay? So it's just really that simple and that beautiful, that the mirrors and the teachers are in our lives to mirror our behavior. And that's how they guide us. That is how they guide us, because they're guiding us back on the right path. We recognize ourselves in them, and then we can change our behavior. Okay. And they moved on to say, once you make the connection, you can consciously change your behavior. And as you are easing into another state of being or into another state of emotion, so is your cat. When your cat seems happy and relaxed, then you know that all is well in your own world. And I'm going to repeat that last sentence again. It's just so important. When your cat seems happy and relaxed, then you know that all is well in your own world. Okay. So important. When your cat is stressed out or anxious, then look at your own behavior, find yourself in their behavior. And then on the other spectrum, when your cat is happy and relaxed, then know that you're okay right now. Does that make sense? You can pop it in the chat. Okay, so in summary, and we are closing actually now and going to the Q&A section pretty soon. So the cats said, in a nutshell, look at your cat's behavior and energy, and then look at yourself. We will literally be your barometer for your own moods, and we will guide you with our wisdom and our beingness and our presence, so you can be yourself and be in the here and now. And they said, we love you, we love you, we love you, all of you, the cats. Okay, so that concludes. Please pop in the chat, what resonates most with you, what I just shared or what they just shared. This concludes the teaching portion of today, or let's say the sharing portion of what the cats wanted to share with you, the questions that I had. Check out my book if you want to delve a little bit deeper. It's on Amazon. Cat is Your Guide. My name is Sylvie Sterling, or direct download in a PDF version, 555, felinesoulacademy.com. Just click on your cat book, Cat is Your Guide, and you can download it there.